Hello. Hello, Hime. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hello. Which one is it? Which one are we going with? All of them? Hi. Tasty dish you have there. Yep. Quite the delicacy, if I do say so myself. Keep inventing new ones. Oh my god. Have I recovered from yesterday's stream? I am so mad. I'm actually so mad. You know, I thought I would have such a good night's sleep after yesterday because I did such a good workout. I woke up early in the morning to stream with Rin, and then I also after stream I made food and I did so much work. I thought I was gonna have a good sleep, but no, I went to bed at 10, and then like for like 5 or 6 hours I was just tossing and turning, and like I felt, I don't know, it kind of felt like a fever, but not really. I don't think it was a fever, but like, you know that like the shivers you get sometimes when you're feeling sick, and like it's like the blanket is too hot and stuffy, but if you don't put the blanket, then you get cold, but then under the blanket you get hot, and then you just it's just not fun. You shower, of course I shower before bed. You think I am a barbarian? Yeah. And also, I don't know why, but like, okay, aside from that, I also think I gaslit myself into thinking that I didn't take my meds, and then I started getting like the nausea and like shivers that I get when I don't take my meds. Then my jaw started hurting and it kind of felt like I was gonna throw up. Okay, but enough about my enough about my bad health. Today we are going to go through some of your pawn stories in in memory of this pawn wolf who is probably dying in bed right now as we speak. Signing the pawns early. Yeah, today I want to admit... Okay, before we start, I want to admit my pawn. My pawn is that I started the dishwasher like half an hour ago, and I forgot that I was going to stream. So I just started... I was like cleaning up around my desk area. Did some morning cleaning since I couldn't sleep anyways. Clean the balcony, clean the toilet, clean everything. And I was like, okay, I'll leave the dishes to last since this is gonna like, we'll just do that later anyways. And I turned the dishwasher on, and now it's there being loud. So if you hear like gong 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 gong, yeah, don't worry about it. Yes. Is YouTube live at other waiting room? But that is not my fault, okay? That is genuinely not my fault. I don't fucking know why YouTube does that sometimes. It's gone like it's given me PTSD. So every time before I start stream, I have to go check that the waiting room is live to the right place. I have to go check the stream key is right. Everything. Yeah, Papa's doing dishes. Don't worry about him. You're texting you. Nice sound. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm a professional voice actor. You're texting you.
$2 on tax.
God, I wish I want that as merch. But yeah, in the description below, I have humbly requested that you guys send me some requests so you can make content for me and I don't have to do it myself. Thank you very much for confessing your deepest, darkest puns. Today, we are going to read them out, and if I think it's funny, I'm going to point and laugh at you. Ha 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 ha! So funny. So, without further ado, let's get to the first one. I once clicked on one of Ree's streams instead of clicking on Irie's. It still keeps me awake at night to this day. Alright, thanks for coming to today's stream, guys. It was really nice getting to talk to you and share some fun stories. I'll see you next week. Bye! Good day, Hime! Himetox, thank you. And Himetox, thank you. Devil.
Hey, I like your intro. Girl got cake. Nerd
Girl
face.
cake? No, I don't have cake in this one. The other one I do. The other one where I'm eating cake. Anyways, let's just not acknowledge that and move on to the next one. I rinse my eyes with makeup remover. I happily put a nondescript labelless bottle of clear liquid into the eye rinser cup and rinse my eyelid. It hurt like hell. On different time, I also brush my teeth with facial wash. I don't know. I think that's more common than you might think. Is this Dev? I feel like this is Dev. I feel like I remember seeing Dev talk about this. I think. Yeah. Shout out Dev. Yeah, I mean, makeup remover, as in like the oil, or like just a normal facial wash. Because I think makeup remover is safe to go in your eye. It just makes it a little blurry. Can we get some text on screen? No, you guys are gonna have to learn to listen. Use your ears. Use your ears instead of always needing something to look at. You kids and your short attention spans. How do you know what I'm saying right now? Huh? How do you know what I'm saying right now if you're deaf? Yeah, it's not like you guys can read anyways. Nobody here is literate. Especially not me. I'm hallucinating all these submissions. And I'm just putting the words from my funny little brain and letting it come out. Letting it come out of my mouth. Alright. One time when I was 12, I was trying to plug in my Nintendo DS charger and somehow didn't notice that my ring finger was stuck between the prongs. When it wouldn't go into the wall socket, I kept pushing I kept pushing harder until the circuit completed and I electrocuted myself. Isn't that lovely?
Don't Zoomers watch everything with subtitles anyway?
Yeah, if there's no subtitles, I won't watch it. I just can't. You want me to listen? Yeah. Okay, everyone. Ha 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 ha! Point and laugh! Ha lol, Lamau, so funny! Ha ha ha! Okay, no, but seriously, what the fuck? Are you okay? Are you... Huh? Do you have to go to the hospital? How do you not notice that your ring finger... How do you not notice that your fingers... Like... I'm assuming a wall socket, okay? A wall socket is pretty thin. I don't think you can fit your finger in there unless you're like jamming it in on purpose. You must be okay if they said no. They're definitely not okay if they sent in that submission because that means they are watching Ray channel and that is a sign of various mental health issues. So, all right. Also, with me, I don't have meat. I was gonna make a steak, but honestly, after last night's fiasco, I was just not feeling up to eating like solid food. So,
imagine the aroma of Ree's gaming chair.
Okay, first of all, how dare you assume that I stink? I am a princess. I bathe almost every day. I forgot to bathe yesterday because... No, I did bathe yesterday. Oh my god, I took a bath right after my stream. But I bathe almost every day, except for when it gets really cold in winter. Almost... I mean... You know, sometimes life just gets you down in the dumps and you don't feel like crawling out of bed, right? even princesses get sad sometimes, you know. But yeah, no. Before I was so rudely interrupted by whatever that super was, I was gonna say I have some milk and biscuits in front of me to so I can enjoy my. I guess this is supposed to be lunch now, but this is more like an afternoon tea because I've been awake for so fucking long. Enjoy my afternoon tea while laughing at you peasants. What's up? Thank you.
Re-stinky confirmed drip.
Not stinky. Not stinky. Only when I'm sad though. Only when I'm being sad girl. And I normally do take good care of myself. Anyways. Split chat. Thank you. I'm gonna let Justin cook that one. I'm not reading that one out loud.
Obligatory god. Imagine the smell.
You don't even have to imagine the smell because I told you what products I'm using. What? Good lord. Okay. I texted affectionate messages to my girlfriend's mom late at night instead of her, and didn't realize until my girlfriend told me the next day. Yeah, I'm sure that was an accident. I'm sure. Yeah, I believe you. That was absolutely an accident. No, yeah. You just happened to accidentally text your girlfriend's mom how much you wanted her mommy milkers. And now you wanna lie in her lap and suck on them like, and it just accidentally happened to send to you just clicked on the wrong name. Yeah, you know, a normal rookie mistake. It happens. Yeah, I believe you. I'm gonna need something stronger than milk to get through this. When I was 13, I went to the store thinking I had $7. I put my chips and soda in the cashier. I hand over the money. The cashier guy told me it's only $3. Confused, I asked if he could double check, and he showed me the cash and it's only $3 singular $1. And then my mind went dollar mode. Oh no.
Hag love is real.
Hag love is real. Yeah, you guys go crazy over hags. Honestly, I do understand the confusion, especially with American money, because your dollar bills are all the same fucking color. How do you tell, like, when you just have to, like, you know, take out your wallet, rifle through it? Like, it's all the same green, isn't it? You read it. Who reads in this day and age, bro? Big, huge number. But yeah, okay. Imagine you have like a wallet that like you open it and you take out the money from the top. Like just from a glance, you wouldn't be able to tell if it's all stacked together. Australian money, for example, however, comes in all sorts of different colors. We have purple, we have blue, we have we have yellow, we have red, all colors of the rainbow, because we are just, you know, we don't give a shit about colorblind people. Monopoly money. I genuinely don't remember the last time I played Monopoly, but as far as I remember, even that was easier to sort through than American money. When I went to America, I barely used like cash. I was just using card for everything because, like, tell me, why would I need what is it, a nickel? What is a nickel? What is a dime? When am I going to use a dime? What could potentially be worth it? That why are you giving me a dime in change? Why would I need this tiny little coin?
Australian money is like super chats.
Exactly, it's all color coded. Sounds gay? Bitch, you sound gay. Gay ass motherfucker. They used to be worth a lot more. Yes, but not in this economy. Wow, got him. Bro, I'm telling you, y'all are never recovering from these sick roasts.
What is a dime? Ria's a dime. A 10 tens.
Not a dime, I'm a Heim. I'm a human. A 10 out of 10. Oh! I get it! I get it now. Oh, you're so... Oh, don't go around saying that. Oh, don't make me blush.
Tell us about NZ dollar bills now.
What the fuck do you think I would know about New Zealand dollar bills? I've never even been to New Zealand. I don't know anyone from New Zealand. I don't want to associate with anyone from New Zealand. The fuck? Okay, anyways, enough about money. I achieved enlightenment at a young age, and I slipped in awareness and went back to being a dumb, egoic, low awareness human for a couple years. After a few years, I finally remembered and returned to that state, knowing that everything is an illusion and who I really am. Oops, I did a pawn and wasted years. That would have been very valuable to focus on my growth and evolution. Okay, I am asking for a pawn story, not a confessional. Not an autobiography. The only thing I can say to this is, cool story, bro. His life is the pawn. Yeah. Bro is cooking with no ingredients. Good lord. Okay. I changed colors in the PCD Discord for 10 minutes. And a very clingy dog will not let it go. And I'll get called traitor every day by my peers, superiors, and inferiors. Inferiors. The bright side is, there is this very sweet Aussie invisible princess that accepts me. You know what? Honestly, cheaters deserve to die. If I catch you slipping, I'm not gonna say anything about it, but just know that I know what you did. I know what you did. I know what you did last summer. Anyways, haha, lol, lamau, LMFAO, haha, so funny. Oh, there she goes. There's my dishwasher. Puffa making minimum wage, washing dishes over there. Also, real question, did you really bite glass? Please don't do that next time. Does this look like the face of a woman who has bitten glass? I'm not gonna confirm it or deny it, but you know, I'll let you come to your own judgment. Anyways, I placed my car key inside the kitchen jar rather than my own because I was so sleep exhausted from work and school. The following day, I was scrambling to find my car key since I had forgotten where I had placed it. Fortunately, my grandpa found my car key and told me I'm a klutz for placing it there. It wasn't stolen or lost, but I was 2 hours late for work because of a little oopsie I did, lol. I do that all the time. I don't know why, but when I'm doing random stuff, I will put like my phone in the weirdest places. There was one time, I think I came back from grocery shopping, and I was like putting my groceries in the fridge. And then, a few minutes later, I realized, huh, where's my phone? I'm pretty sure I didn't leave it at the grocery store. I remember listening to music when I was coming home from the grocery store. So I was like searching all over my apartment. It's not on my desk, it's not in my bag, it's not anywhere. And then I realized, hey, wait! Weren't you putting things away in the fridge? So I opened the fridge, it's not there. I opened the freezer, there it is, on top of a bag of peas. And it wouldn't turn on for like a good 20 minutes because it was too cold. I honestly thought my phone was gonna die. Like, if you put your phone in the freezer for too long, does it actually stop working? Have to, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Whatever, put it in rice, call it a day. Okay. Next. I deadass call my teacher back in high school mother in front of class after she asked me to answer something. And here I diagnose you with mommy issues. Ha! Wow, lol, look at this dude. He's probably simping for deep voice mommy Valorant streamers today. Wow, yeah, that was not a mistake. That was completely intentional, wasn't it? Don't you lie to us. At least I didn't say mommy. How many of you actually call your parents mommy and daddy as an adult? As a grown adult. I don't think I can use that word anymore after the internet has ruined it for me. Peace be. Of course. Yeah, I think the internet has just ruined the words mommy and daddy for me. I can't. Only when my mom is not... I'm sorry? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna refuse to acknowledge that anymore. Let's go. I drank myself sick on a work night. Showed up to work, kind of like Ari showing up to her black company even when sick. I had to keep my dress shirt top button undone because the color made me sick. Oh my god, you whore! Wait, Peace, what the fuck? What did Peace do now? That wasn't Peace? Okay. Alright. Just assume anything out of pocket, just assume it came from Peace. I kept using the bathroom to skill issue. Luckily, there was a coworker on ride with me before he got understaffed. I couldn't keep it in. A customer was buying mint bark, and the smell of food made me sick and throw up in front of customers. I said I could keep working but was sent home. I just said I was sick and I didn't say I drank myself into that state. I just want to know, did you throw up like in front of them or like on them? Because if it's not on, as long as you don't throw up on them, at least like it's not getting on them, then you're fine. You can live that down. You can still keep working there. If you throw up on them, then you just have to get out. You just gotta quit. Put in your 6 weeks. Is it 6 weeks or 2 weeks? I don't fucking know. Is that the same story? No, it's not the same story. Not the same mommy story. Two weeks. The day I work an office job is the day I hang myself. I genuinely can't think of any worse hell in this world than having to work at an office. Having to sit in a little cubicle and make small talk with your coworkers every morning and suck up to your boss. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to graduating. Anime Girl Online is honestly, this is probably the best it's gonna... This is as good as it's gonna get. I don't see my career peaking any higher than this. when I'm old and wrinkly, and then my grandchildren are gonna ask me, Grandma, what did you do back in the day? What did you do in the job? Were you an astronaut, a pilot, a doctor? I'll be like, no, sweetie, I was an anime girl on the internet. Honestly, this is the best legacy I can pass down to my children and my grandchildren. Okay. Anyways, next. I met a girl at a bar and we went back to her place. Things were getting heated. Oh. Minors, don't look. We were about to do the deed. At that moment, I did a pun and realized I forgot protection. We were both drunk, so I decided to do it anyways. And I ended up getting her pregnant. Because of that silly little pun, we're now living paycheck to paycheck, taking care of a child we love but can barely afford.
Working in the sewers is worse. There are dangerous gases and creatures in there.
The only creature they have to worry about is me, okay? A child out of pond. Oh no. Everyone, okay, everyone. Laugh and point. Point and laugh at the sex haver. LOL! Lovo, see, you wouldn't be having to live paycheck to paycheck, spending all your money on a child if you were a loser like the rest of us, huh? Sex haver. We get it, bro. Okay, weird flex, but okay, we fucking get it, bro. Yeah, bro thinks he's too good for an honor hole. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Point and laugh. Cope. Okay, but I'm actually really surprised that I have like parents watching me. Like, I can't imagine myself. I can't imagine someone with a child watching me. I'm sorry. Like, I know that like parents are getting younger and younger these days, and you know it's not that big of an issue anymore. But like, you're telling me you have the maturity to raise a child, the financial responsibility and knowledge to do all that, and you're here? Aren't you supposed to be like watching TED Talks or something? Hello? Oh my god. Parents aren't getting younger nowadays, they're much older. Really? I mean, I guess people did have kids quite young before, but I don't know. I didn't graduate high school that long ago, and I already I have some people from my year or like a couple years above me who they're already married. You know, Papa's dad here. Why? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. This is a family-friendly channel now. Parents, feel free to put when your child is crying next time. Just take out your phone, put on Ray channel, put on a VOD, and you know, problem solved. Hola, buenas, ¿cómo estás, linda? Ah, hello, hello, hola. Okay. Next one. This actually happened today. I'm assuming this was a week ago or so when I posted this poem. This actually happened today. I work at someone's house, and one of my duties is to cook their breakfast. In this case, oatmeal. I don't cook for myself much, so I tried following the instructions and turned on the burner. It seemed to be going well, but after 15 minutes, I noticed it wasn't really cooking. Good news is my supervisor came over shortly after, and I was like, I don't think it's cooking. After a quick inspection, it turns out I turned the wrong burner on. Irie would be proud of this one. Okay, but who hires someone to cook their breakfast and hires a supervisor to watch over them cook their breakfast? Who has that kind of money and that kind of those kind of resources? Rich people, even do you really need a supervisor for your chef? Like, do you? Wouldn't you rather be I don't know, buying another luxury house somewhere out there? Shouldn't you as a princess know? Well, we just have a team of chefs, you know? Like, well, I don't know, man. Was it the head chef? Oh, maybe it is the head chef. But But still, like, how did you get hired by someone so high profile if you can't even cook oatmeal? Letting them cook premium. Yeah, who hires someone that can't cook to cook? Anyways, lol, point and laugh at the poor soul who was hired to do some rich nepo baby's bidding. Lol, lamau. Okay. One time when I was flying home from another country, I dropped my loose powder in the bathroom. I quickly put it in a plastic and flew. Mind you, this was an era when loose powder was still white-colored. Oh no, I think I know where this is going. When I landed, the customs officer asked me what it was because the amount was not much either. I told him it's a face powder. He didn't believe me. I told him I wasn't lying, but I also don't want to leave my powder behind. Like, if I don't really care about it, I would have left it when I dropped in the bathroom. So anyways, he insisted and it ended up with him taking a dab of it and tasted it. He immediately spat it out and told me why didn't I tell him what it was. I truly told him it was facial powder. Officer, please. I fucking hate authority figures. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a officer, a teacher, a parent, but like, when you say something and then they say, no, it's not. And then they like, you know, test it. And you prove them wrong. And then they go like, well, why didn't you tell me? Shut the fuck up! You're a princess. Aren't you an authority figure to some extent? I am, but the difference is I am smart and I use my brain. I use my massive kabizona. In fairness, TSA has to check for bombs and shit. Bro, fucking American border control? Those dudes have gotta be the biggest assholes I have ever met. I don't know if I told you about this, but the time that I was supposed to be going back to the US for a con from Canada, I was supposed to go over, right? And then there were some problems with my visa and stuff. But like, you know, they were so rude about it. They were so fucking rude about it. You're like, thank you. La Cabezona, love.
La Cabezona, love.
About it. They were so rude about it. Did you cry? Yeah, I cried. I fucking cried. I will admit. But like, I remember telling them because I had gotten into the US from Australia with the same visa before, and there wasn't an issue. But then like when I was trying to go over, and they were like, no, you can't. Like you're not. That's illegal for you to be in the US with this visa. And I was like, but you guys let me in last time. And then the dude was like, well, we're not letting you in this time, aren't we? I was like, huh? Okay, chill, bro. I'm sorry. Did I accidentally insult your wife or something, bro? My God. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, he needed his 5-minute power trip. So fucking annoying. And then, like, after he said that, I was just so shocked. I was like, then what happens now? Like, I was like, what happens now? I have everything booked, and like, I called ahead to the embassy last time, and they let me know that like this was okay. And then he was like, just shut up, just don't say anything anymore. You're not helping your case. I'm like, so this is what your taxes are paying for. This is what your taxes are going towards. Just so you know. God damn. I get a new officer. I know I knew I shouldn't have gone to that line. The other line had such a nice looking little old woman. Thanks, Obama. Okay. Anyways, I was once at the toilet and I had my sock in one hand and a dirty toilet paper on the other. Oh no, I know where this is going. And I threw the sock into the toilet and the dirty toilet paper into the basket where I normally keep my used clothes. Yeah, that's happened. I think that's happened to a lot of us. I remember. I think. There was one time I almost wiped my ass with my phone instead of the toilet paper. When the brain fart, yeah, you know, sometimes it happens. We just can't tell left from right. Why? No! Okay, listen. Usually, okay, I usually hold my phone in my right hand, okay? And you know, I usually hold my phone in my right hand when I'm scrolling through stuff. And I had to get toilet paper, right? But I was just too lazy because I was watching a video. So I kept holding my phone with my right hand, and I reached around to grab the toilet paper. And because I normally use my right hand. I'm ambidextrous, but I usually use my right hand for most things. So you can imagine where this went. I like I moved the hand that was holding my phone towards my ass, and I was like, oh, wait, where's my video? And I realized I almost wiped my ass with my phone. Dex, just love you. Yeah, actually, guys, I can use both my left and my right hands. Did you know that? Clip this. If I see that story on Phase Weekly next week, someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna fucking die. Yeah, the first thing I noticed was like, hey, where's my video? That was the thing I was concerned about. Not the fact that, like, you know, I was about to... Himemiya, welcome! Welcome to Himebito. Okay. Next. I'm second grade. Oh, in second grade. In second grade, I laid down on the chair on my stomach because my stomach hurt. This eventually led to me belching quite loudly. I then went to inform my teacher of this development. She said, that's nice, and moved on from the weird kid telling you such. They literally wrote, I'm second grade. Like, what do you want me to do, bro? It's not me being pawned. They literally wrote, I'm second grade. Look at it! It literally says, I'm second grade. Wait, hold on. Why it goes to the front? Here, I'm second grade. We're all second graders. How old is second grade? Is that like 7, 8 years old? We don't use grades or the school that I went. 6 to 7. Okay, 6 to 7, 7 to 8. Yeah, around that age range. Because I remember it's year 2 for me. It was like year 1, year 2. We don't use like grades and shit. Also, hello Raiders, welcome. Welcome Yukina. Welcome. Yeah. It's like, so year 1 would be 5 to 6 years old. Year 2 is 6 to 7. Year... I can't count. But yeah, you get the gist. Yeah, hello Yukina. Thank you for coming in. For those of you from the raid, my name is Hinemiya Rie from PhaseConnect Gen 2 Phase Alias. And today we are reading my viewers' unfortunate life stories. Okay, next. This one time, I was hanging out with this girl at her apartment, and after a while, I sat up and told her, I'm sorry, I really need to go. I'm in a lot of pain. So I left and ended up only getting halfway home before calling my dad and having him take me to the emergency room. That's where I found out I had testicular torsion and was also experiencing a cold ultrasound wand for the first time to inspect the issue. Oh yeah, sure need to get that issue inspected. Gotta inspect that issue real up and close. Worst part yet, it was being operated by a friend's mom as she talked about how her 2 daughters were doing the entire time. I was so embarrassed about the experience and never talked to the girl. Okay, first of all, let me just Google that real quick. Testicular torsion. Testicular torsion occurs when a testicle rotates, twisting the spermatic cord that brings blood to the scrotum. The reduced blood flow causes sudden and often severe pain and swelling. Okay, that sounds rough. Don't show it. Of course, I'm not gonna show it. Do you think I'm gonna show that shit on screen? I would like to keep my channel. Thank you very much. You can lose them if you... How do you lose your balls? They're attached to you. Do they just fall off? It cuts off blood flow. Oh, so kind of like when you tie like a rope around your limb, and then gangrene. That's what it's called. Like twisting off grip. What the fuck? Okay, all right. Anyways. I'm so sorry, but also, would you like to elaborate on your ultrasound wand experience? I think the Vitos are more interested in that aspect of the story than the part like, oh, you were at a girl's apartment. Who gives a shit about that? Tell us about the ultrasound on your balls. Okay. Anyways. My most pawn moment was when I broke my leg walking down a small slope. I started walking down the slope as a shortcut, but the slope was covered in bushes. I ended up slipping and slid down the slope. However, when I slid down, the bushes caused my knee to twist inward and my ankle to twist outward, which resulted in both my tibia and fibula twisting against each other. Ow! Oh, that's the way. I'm trying to imagine how that's gonna work. So your knee goes in and your ankle goes out, and then the 2 bones in your, what's it called, shin? In your shin, like a twist against each other, and then they fracture, or they just like straight up break. Oh, I can't believe you got defeated by a slope, a small slope. That's so sad. I'm so sorry, but also, haha. So funny, love out. I don't know, I feel bad laughing at that one because it's not even funny. That just sounds like it hurt a lot. But defeated by a slope, Lama. Okay, next. Kind of me, kind of someone else. But in college, we had a group project and we were recording ourselves on video, breaking down what we did, and then said, okay, that's a minute, right? Wait, no, that got recorded. Oh, it's fine. I can just edit this out later. And that motherfucker never did it, so I got played in class as is. Bro, I've had that experience too. I think we were supposed to be presenting a presentation or something, like on a slideshow, and you know, we pulled an all-nighter for it, so we were kind of like sleep deprived. We made some notes on the slides that apparently never got removed. So like we had comments. I think it was like we were supposed to be analyzing a text or like a piece of media. It was for English class, and then like we just literally, yeah, this is why I do final checks. We left those comments up there. I don't remember what they were, but they were pretty embarrassing. Wait, I do remember one thing that I did. Let me look for it because I still have a screenshot of a pun I did that I still remember to this day. Okay, so in IB English, we had this thing called an IOC, which is basically like you study a bunch of poems, you study like a selection of poems, and On the day, you go into the exam room, you pick out a random poem from a pile that they have where you can't choose the poem, and then you analyze it in 5 minutes, like straight out orally to your teacher. So like they record it and then they send it off. What is my You know, IB graduate, unfortunately, I fucking hated it. But we were doing some practice ones, and I just named my files like some stupid shit, like I hate George Orwell so fucking much, or final fucking final IOC draft practice. And then our teacher was like, okay, if you record any practice IOCs, make sure to send them to me and I can grade them informally. So I sent them to her without realizing that I didn't rename it. And then she posted it on the class forum, and she was like like she used my IOCs as like an example of good work, but she posted she downloaded the files and she didn't rename them either. And then she was like, everybody take a look at this. These are very good examples of what you should be doing for your IOCs, aside from the file names. And I just fucking yeah. I think I still have. I'm just scrolling through looking for it because it's funny. I can't show the screenshot because, you know, I don't want to dox myself or anything. Oh, but can't believe she would post it. She would just post it and call me out like that, bro. That's not fucking cool. What the hell? Okay, but while I do that, let's go on to the next one. One thing about me is that when I was 10, what? No, this should be read with the song. One thing about me is that when I was 10, I went to. Do you guys know that? You guys know that TikTok? Do it. Okay, wait. I'll do it. Hold on. One thing about me. One thing about me. I'm the baddest alive. Instrumental. It's a trend where people tell like basically pawn stories about themselves while like singing it to this song. Okay. Here we go. Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Minaj. What the fuck is this? Okay, there we go. 5, 6. One thing about me is that when I was 10, I went to India to visit my family, and when I was 10, I had this problem where I refused to shit outside my house. Actually, I still have this problem, but that's not the point. So let's get back to the story. So because I refused to shit, I didn't shit for all of 2 fucking weeks. And then one day I really had to shit. So I went to the toilet of my grandma's house and I tried to shit. But what happened was I couldn't shit because I was constipated and I was in a lot of pain. So I screamed for my mom and she came in and she took a piece of tissue and she tried to pull the shit right out of my ass. What the fuck? So and then no, it just ends there. It just ends there. There's nothing more. So the first solution that your mom came up with was to pull the shit out of your ass? Wait, yeah, where's the part 2, bro? Where's part 2? OP update. those when children. I did. Oh my god. I remember there's this one time I had like such bad cramps. I had like horrible cramps. In my lower left stomach. I thought I had like appendicitis or whatever it was because I read about it once. And then I begged my mom to take me to the doctor, and they took me to the doctor, and they were like, "No, you're just constipated." So then they were. I think that was the first time. That was the first time I had an enema done. It felt so fucking weird, and I don't want to talk about it any more than I have to because I'm an idol. 𝐒𝐸𝐴 idol this one, but I'm yeah, we're not gonna talk about that anymore. Please leave me alone. I'm just a poor boy from a poor family. Leave me alone. Okay, next. I once told this crush of mine, who was very religious, that she's not flat. Oops. Well, at least you didn't say the world's not flat. I think that would have ruined her life a lot more. That's a compliment. Exactly. Why is that an oopsie? You're basically telling her, damn, God gave you some bountiful hunkers. Sure. I once thought I had broken my hymen. I didn't know it was lactose intolerant. What do those two things have in common with each other? What? What? Where is the correlation? Okay, anyways, let's move on. Oh my god, this next one is a long one. Okay, so I remember I did something fucking cringe when I was like 15. So there was this very beautiful, very cool girl in my class, sort of like a queen bee. My 15-year-old horny ass, of course, gonna fall in love with the girl, but I had no chance, so I was hard stuck at being friends for like half a year. Everything went wild when one day she came to class looking sad and stuff. And as big as a simp I am, I slide in next to her with a bunch of food and start to ask questions, hoping I could get closer to her. Well, to put things shortly, she broke up with her boyfriend. What a relief, in brackets. Said something about him dumping her for another chick. As a massive fucking simp I am, first thing came to my mind is to ask, hey, wanna go somewhere with me to chill? I was hoping we could like get a date or some sort, and surprisingly we did go out to chill. So I decided, hey, wanna go to the cinema? I know just the right thing to cheer you up. And proceed to choose the most cringe romantic shit available. It's very cringe at this point, but wait, it gets worse. To make things more awkward, bitch decided to invite her ex to go with her to sort things out. Basically, the whole 3 hours of romance and shit, I third wheeled both in movie and in real life. My plan of being a great, soon-to-be boyfriend just went down the shithole. But wait, it gets worse. How the fuck could this get worse? After the movie and all the sorting things out, they still decided to break up. I know this was my only time, so I offer her a walk to her house. During the walk, to make things worse, I decide to say some cringe pickup lines, thinking it'd be funny and shit. So we reach her house and, like the brave boy I am, I kissed her and I said, I like you, please let me protect you with all my life. Like we were in a Korean film. Aw, that's actually kind of cute. I should mention that this girl has a bracelet with a heart-shaped gem on it. She wore it with the gem facing outside, which meant she had a boyfriend, and if it faced inside, it meant that she didn't. So after the kiss, I turned her bracelet facing outside. She literally said, ew, no bro, too early. That moment is when my ego, my love, my feelings just went to waste. To make things worse, the fucking bitch decided to tell all her friends about that night, and I was bullied for like an entire year. It was so cringe and depressing. I lost 5 kg and had to stay at school for like a whole week. At the lowest point of my life, when I thought there would be no way out of this, I bought Tenma's voice package. Damn, man, every piece of my problem just disappeared when I got my hands on it. I never felt so positive listening to it. 5 out of 5 stars, goodbye again. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, I don't think all of this was just an ad for Tenma's voice pack. I feel like there's some degree of truth to it because of how insane, like how detailed it is, how specific it is, especially the part about the bracelet. That I felt that. I felt that. But yeah, still true. Buy Tenma's voice pack. That was painful to hear. You know what? Just one is not enough. We need more. We need more hands. Hold on, let me cook, okay? Let me cook. I'm cooking. I'm cooking, okay? This is for the big fuck ups. The fuck ups where you just can't help but you know, the ones that are just tremendous, you know, like nuclear fuck ups. Like you know that fucking r/ today I fucked up? Yeah, that. Nuclear fuck ups. I am the god. I am the god of pointing and laughing. I am be not afraid. Biblically accurate, Hime. Yeah, be not afraid. Okay. Next. I tried to help my crush with her homework, only to accidentally spill soup on her paper. Okay, but did you like immediately slurp it back up like off her paper? I'm not gonna let good soup go to waste like that, okay? The fuck? You know, sometimes when you spill food on like a table or like something that like was really expensive, or like imagine you spill like, what if it was like lobster bisque? Like tell me you wouldn't lick it off. You wouldn't lick it off the paper immediately. Was it really so I refuse to entertain that question. There are some things in life that should just be left unanswered. Why are my hotkeys not working? Am I stuck with these hands all over me now? Help. It was soup, I swear to God. I believe you. I absolutely, definitely do believe you. Okay. There we go. There's one hand, and there's all the hands. All the hands is for the major fuck up. So if you get 6 points and laughs, you know, it's over. Just pack up. Just go home. Okay. So, okay, next. One time I forgot my school ID number for lunch when it's been the same number for like 10 years and I used it earlier today for breakfast. Not gonna lie, before I started using a password manager, I just used the same password for like everything from like, you know, my Cringe roleplay Facebook login to my official government documents. Which is probably not a good idea because, like, you know, one data breach and it's all Jover for me. But yeah, password manager, my beloved. Human is very hack. I was very hackable until about like a couple years ago. I'm gonna go change your old ones. Don't worry. I've scrubbed everything from my middle school years. I have managed to scrub from the internet to the best of my knowledge. As much as I would like to go through some of my old messages with you guys, yeah, that's not happening. I use my authentication app. I use Authy a lot for like everything because I'm paranoid now. Okay, next. So there's one time as a kid where my parents wanted me to see this towel rack that they just got installed inside the bathroom that me and my siblings used. It took them a decent amount of time. At the time, I was barely awake since it was 9 p.m. 9 p.m? You were barely awake at 9 p.m? Like you just woke up? Anyways, they said, what did you think originally? But to me, I heard, hang on it. And I was confused and said, that? And they're like, yeah, that. I shrugged my shoulders and hanged on the towel rack, pulling it out of the wall and bending the rack completely. How do you go from what do you think to hang on it? The fuck? Like, I can understand if it sounds similar, but it really does not. How? Not gonna lie, my first instincts would have been to hang on it too. Anyways, next. Back in high school, I had a girl come up to me and say, "You're cute. Wanna go out with me?" I stared at her blankly and said, "I have no idea who you are." She never talked to me after that. I fucking wonder why! Holy shit! How do you fumble the bag that badly? To this day, I still don't know if she was being serious or not. My dude, my bro, you had... This was God tossing a bone at you, okay? He was giving you a chance. A chance at a bad bitch. And you just fumble it like that. That's someone on the spectrum. Yeah, honestly, I can totally see myself reacting like that too. You really just went Thanos moment. You took everything away from me. I don't even know who you are. Okay. My most pawn moment was believing that Irie's cringe pickup line tweet was serious, so I submitted the most cringe thing I could think of. Has she done that stream yet? I think she did she postpone it because she's not feeling well? I hope she gets better soon. Negative charisma. Bro has negative riz. Bro owes the universe riz. Yeah. Anyways, everyone pray for Irie, but also, haha, laugh and point at Pawn Wolf because, you know, funny. You should volunteer to read her submission. Maybe I should just take over her stream for her. I'll do the stream. I'll read it out. Okay. Back when my sister and I were in college, I was driving us to school during a major storm, like raining cats and dogs bad. It was fine, but when we hit the ramp for the major highway, I was obviously taking the turn too fast, and we started hydroplaning. The car did a 360 and the engine stalled. Thankfully, we somehow ended up in the shoulder of the on-ramp, facing the right direction. Shocked, I turned to my sister in the passenger seat and told her, "Close the trunk." Huh? Get out and close the trunk. She got out and closed the trunk that had popped open from the force of the car spinning, got back in, and I drove us the rest of the way to school in silence. We never talked about this story again. Honestly, that sounds terrifying. I don't know. I kind of have a fear of car accidents, not gonna lie. My dad, he was one of those drivers that, like, when he felt like he was being wronged on the road, he would, like, make it his personal goal to overtake the other person. And, like, sometimes he would, like, he'd go up to, like, 100, 120, 130 on the highway just because he could in his fucking BMW. And, like, my brother thought it was really fun. Me, I was hanging on for dear fucking life. Yep. Yeah, don't you dare pass the king. 130 km, that's only 80 miles per hour. Listen, on where I am, people don't. You're generally not supposed to drive fast, okay? Like, I was in an Asian country, okay? Imagine a country full of Asian women drivers. That's the kind of speeds we're supposed to go. Alright? Average BMW driver. My uncle, who drives a Tesla, does something similar, not gonna lie. Sometimes he'll just like overtake and like weave left and right without signaling. Yeah, here in like Asian countries, I think the max speed for our highway there was 100 kilometers. It's your whole family ritual. Obviously, I'm a princess. What do you think? Do you think I grew up poor? You think I'm a peasant? I go 200 kilometers an hour often, bro. Kudos to you, but you're the kind of person that makes me not want to drive myself, okay? No, I don't drive. I am scared of driving, and this is why. Speed limit is just the authorities saying no balls, no balls. Okay, now that's a different story. If they say no balls, then I am legally obligated to go, you know, what is it? Put the pedal to the metal or something. 200 is why he had that testicular torsion. Yeah, you went so fast that your balls just started twisting because of the G-force. The limit is a suggestion. Okay, anyways. When I was young, I was at a field trip to an outdoor water park. Chaperones took people to the changing rooms, and for some reason, I was left alone at our area. I then decided to change into my swimsuit then and there, instead of waiting to be taken to the changing rooms. It wasn't in the main area, and was by a bunch of picnic tables in the grass, so not a lot of people saw it, but some people did see. I only got embarrassed after the group got back, and one of the chaperones asked me where I had changed. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Why would they just leave you there? Why would they leave you there? That's kind of dangerous. I don't think you're supposed to leave kids alone at a field trip. It was a setup. You're texting you.
I was sweeping by an emergency stop button when my teacher said don't hit the button. All I heard was hit the button, so I did and took out the presses and half the computers in the other room.
Ah yes, the age-old don't hit the button, but the only thing you hear is the end of the sentence. So you're like, hit the button. Oh, okay. I got you. It happens. Okay. Next. I was sent to take a pre-employment drug test for my new job. You know, they take a sample of your pee to make sure you're clean. I went to the doctor's office, and they took me into a room with kind of like a metal box on the floor. The woman who is going to take my sample tells me, put everything in there as she leaves the room. She meant my wallet, keys, and stuff, so people don't try to cheat the test in some way. But I thought that she meant she wanted me to pee in the box. I thought it was a weird place to do it, but I stepped forward to do so. She comes back in the room and gives me a blank stare. You weren't gonna pee in the box, were you? She asks. Yeah, I reply. That would have been a first. Please don't. I can only assume she was confident I was going to fail the test after that. You know, not gonna lie, I wonder what they do with the pee. Like, do you think someone's like stolen those, like, the collection of pee? What do they do with it after they're done? They probably like throw it into like toxic waste containers. They drink it? Oh my god. Yeah, because it's technically considered like a biohazard, right? Like, dump it down the drain. No, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to, like, there's like a specific bin for like biohazard or like toxic waste or whatever. Is that the China for data collection? Oh no. IP address? They know where I pee? You can go in before closing, and they give you the ones they were gonna throw away. Is that why P sometimes doesn't show up to my streams? He's waiting for the clinics to close so he can go in and snatch up those last-minute discounts. Okay, thanks. I was at gym. It's a local, smaller gym, but there were a decent amount of people there, maybe a dozen or so. It's open 24 hours and at times unattended by any employees, and you need a key card to get in. I was on an exercise bike and the lights went out because there's an outage. No one seems to notice or care but me. Everyone keeps working out. It's not pitch black inside, but it's definitely noticeable. I slowly began to think that this is some sort of plan to mug and jump me, even though my only possessions at the time were my phone and empty wallet. Why would an entire gym full of strangers plan on robbing me? I don't know, but I got more paranoid. The lights are out, so if there are cameras, no one would see me getting beat up, right? I grabbed my stuff and ran as quickly as I could to the exit and never returned to the gym. Sounds like schizophrenia to me. Don't know about you. Who knows, maybe... I have a feeling this guy imagined the blackout. Yeah, I think the blackout was in your head. Not gonna lie, but I mean, if it's not affecting the machines, I don't see why you gotta leave. We're gonna turn back on soon sometimes. Don't worry about it, bro. He forgot he was the janitor. Yeah, only thing missing is them staring at him. That is true. I think at that point, I would just lose my mind. Yeah. Okay. Next. Oh, short and simple. Got caught cleaning my ass standing up with the bathroom stall door open. Okay, but like, you've got to be brave to be able to use the bathroom with the stall door open. Like, what are you, an exhibitionist? I swear, like, especially toilets in America, you guys, your toilet doors, the gaps in between are so big that you can practically see through it. Like, you can see in between it. You can just see right into the stall. And like, the stall doors, like, they stop so high is to say hello. Like, they go up to literally like my knees. So like, when I'm sitting down, I can basically see people outside washing their hands and shit. Co-op pissing, bro. You can ask for toilet paper if you're low. America. I've seen a guy peek through at me once. Creepy as hell. Yeah, that was probably peace. Oh great, another bathroom story. Back in grade school, a bunch of kids would go into the bathroom and try to flush entire rolls of toilet paper. Bro! What is wrong with these kids? Do you know how... That shit is so bad for the environment, and also it costs. That's fucked up. Okay. So the janitor decided to lock them and gave each teacher their own set of keys to unlock them. If you were to go to the bathroom, you were assigned a buddy to go with you who would unlock the door, wait outside until you're done, and then lock the door again. One day, I was assigned to go with one of the kids in my class, and I stayed outside waiting for him. While I was outside, I started playing with the key and accidentally locked the bathroom door. I panicked while he tried to tell me to turn it right to unlock, but I was so freaked out I forgot my left from right. I ran back to the classroom and yelled, "I locked Timmy in the bathroom!" Everyone laughed, and the teacher along the rest of the class had to line up and walk to the bathrooms in order to unlock the door and let him out. Honestly, he's just like me. Sometimes I forget my left from my right too, as clearly shown in one of my Twitter posts earlier this week. I regularly put dry concrete in the toilets at my work for the laughs. You know, just do it for the fun. It was just a prank. It's just a prank, bro. We do a little trolling, a little goofy Walk the entire... I'm guessing that they weren't supposed to leave the kids in the classroom without a teacher to supervise, so the teacher would just have to bring the whole class along to the bathroom. Imagine like the reception when you walk out of the bathroom after being locked in there and you're greeted by like all these kids from your class. Was this a prison or a school? I know, right, bro? But I'm guessing this is grade school, so understandable. Welcoming the champion home. One of my high school teachers had a pet rabbit in their classroom, and my desk was situated right beside it. We were just told to study whatever chapter in our book and could get into groups or go anywhere in the classroom to go study if we wanted. Two girls decided to go study at the end of the row my desk was on, and I couldn't focus because they were the only ones in the entire class who were talking while studying, so I kind of just watched the rabbit run around its cage. While I happened to catch something in the corner of my eye and glanced over the two girls to find it was the cover of the textbook. Just as I looked over, though, one of the girls yelled out, "Hey, stop trying to look at my panties, you sicko!" And suddenly, the entire class looked at me. Then the other girl she was with moved in front of her to block my view while shaking her head in disappointment. Bro got framed. I'm so sorry. Slice of life moment. I mean, how... Not to slut shame or anything, but like, how short is your skirt if you think that someone from the other end of the table could see it from there? How are you sitting? You know, hashtag me too. Yeah, this was a setup. So it was a setup. I once got super wasted and told my Himebitos that I love them so much. That was not a pun moment. I would just like to clarify that that is not a pun moment. That was not a pun because that was the truth. Self-report. I will neither confirm nor deny that. Who would do such a thing? Gosh. What a horrible person they must be. Okay. Oh, this one's signed. Signed by Nor Madlad. Ayo, what's up, dude? Sometime last year, I was at the gym with my friend and I was struggling with the last few reps of an exercise. Half jokingly, I asked him to pull out a picture of Hime I saved on my phone and show it to me to act as motivation. Surprisingly, it kind of worked, and I pushed through the last few reps. Later, on the car ride home, he told me that while he was showing me the picture, another dude was watching and saw the whole situation go down. The other dude made eye contact with my friend, and my friend nodded as if to say, "Yup, this is actually happening." Then the other guy silently laughed his ass off. This would be considered a pawn story had I regretted my actions. I, however, would gladly do this 100 more times regardless of the result, because I am a Himebito dedicated to the art of the cringe. Sincerely, Nor Mad Lad. That is truly a mad lad. This is what I mean. You know, yesterday how I was like struggling to get through my exercises until I started thinking about my baby girls, right? It actually helps. It gives you motivation. Just start thinking about your baby girls, okay? Literally that one gym meme. You may be cringe, but you are free here at Rie channel, okay? This is the dedication you need to be a citizen of Regalia, okay? I was visiting my brother who was admitted into the hospital this past Sunday. He's home now, and I was asked to bring a pill bottle of medication he takes. I drove 20 minutes to the hospital and was in the parking lot, but then I remembered I forgot the bottle. I drove 20 minutes back home to pick up the bottle and drove 20 minutes back to the hospital. I ended up coming in an hour later than I said I would, and the worst part is he didn't even need the medicine anyways. Oh, that sucks. I think I saw another story later, where it's kind of similar. Like they went somewhere and realized that they didn't have to go in the end. Meds, hey, yeah, who needs these anyways? Yeah, meds. Fuck that. Who needs them anyways? Went to Quinceañera and there was no alcohol. Well, yeah, there's no alcohol because they're turning 15. Excuse me. Actually, I don't know anything about quinceañeras. I just know that like you wear a big pretty dress, and then people celebrate you coming of age or something. Which honestly is kind of sus if you think about it. Why are you celebrating like? Why are you celebrating the coming of age of a young female teenager? Smells a little suspicious to me. Not gonna lie. So it's not even getting legal. It's turning 15. 15 isn't legal, right? I don't know. Yeah, just a little odd. Okay. In my family, I'm a very notorious sleepwalker, and I can end up in very weird places when I'm asleep. There was this one time when I was 15 when I went to sleep during a car trip in Vegas. When my family arrived, they had unlocked the door for me and brought me along with them to the hotel while I was still sleeping. And apparently, I had almost walked into the street, but just sat down on the sidewalk. To this day, I have no memory of these events, and I woke up in the hotel's bathroom in the shower. Oh my god. That's actually pretty dangerous. My brother used to sleepwalk a lot as well. And we got pretty scared of him because he used to come into my mom's room, and my mom's room has a big, like, basically one entire side of the wall, like the side facing north. That entire wall was glass, and we were so scared that like he would come in sleepwalking and just like, you know, crash through the glass and fall out the fucking window. So yeah, I don't know, sleepwalking is kind of scary, not gonna lie. Not even because like we were just scared that he would straight up walk towards the window, hit the glass, and keep going. That kind of glass should be strong. I sure hope so. It has broken once. There was this one time where there was a like Typhoon 8. It was like a, I think that's equivalent to like a Category 5 hurricane. We had a typhoon, and the wind was so strong it completely shattered like that entire wall of glass. It was terrifying. Okay. Anyways, this winter I got these really warm black Uniqlo Heat Tech long johns as a gift. They're really comfy and warm, and I started wearing them every day under my pants. I like to imagine that I'm Robert Pattinson from The Lighthouse. Old-timey sailor aesthetic. You're so comfy sometimes I get as far as the apartment building lobby before I remember that I'm not actually wearing pants. This has happened multiple times. I mean, sometimes I do that too. Like, I've gone outside in my little Kuromi slippers or like my pajama top before I realized, wait. Yeah, pants. You can just call it like skinny jeans or something, okay? Like, who cares, bro? Like, it's in style now. It doesn't matter if you want to wear tights outside, just wear them. It's 2023. The times have changed. No one's gonna point and laugh at you for, except for me probably. No one's gonna point and laugh at you for wearing for wearing tights, bro. Okay, next. I was eating kaiten sushi with a date, and there were 2 bottles of identical looking black sauce. I just assumed it was soy sauce and filled my little dish with one, but upon smell inspection, I realized it was sweet Japanese BBQ sauce. They only gave us 1 little plate, so there is nowhere to dump the liquid, and my plan was to wait for her to look somewhere else and then quickly dump all the sauce in my mouth and replace it with soy sauce. It didn't work, and she immediately called me and went, "Ew, what the fuck?" Okay, but I would do the same too, okay? In fact, I would rather have the Japanese BBQ sauce. I would rather have the sweet BBQ sauce than the soy sauce. I love that shit. I would mix that shit into my rice any day. That's the only way you're gonna get me to eat a proper meal, okay? You know, just ask for another plate. Just admit it. It's okay to admit your sins sometimes. You know, the gyukaku sauce is absolute banger. It's actually so good. Marinated beef with gyukaku sauce. So good. Oh, it's a confession now? All of these are somewhat confessions, I guess. Also, I'm gonna get some more milk. Throat hurts. Yippee! Yummy. Delicious lactose-free milk. So I don't shit my guts out later. Drinking Pepsi milk? Never again! No, I will never do that again. Thank you very much. No, it's just lactose-free milk. They can make those now. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Okay. Years ago, during peak Fortnite memes, I remember trying to do one of the funny dances. If I remember correctly, it was the Orange Justice. Oh. Point being, I tried doing it, but as soon as my knee went to the side, it just sort of popped out for a second. Lamau. Divine punishment for being cringe, I think. And what do you know? This submission is signed by our one and only Tama Goofy. Tama, go fuck your mom, Rie, as he signed off with. Gotta love it. Orange Justice is great. I have this one, I think I've talked about it before. I have this one video of me playing the piano while my brother just comes on in the background. Like, I was recording myself playing piano for my exam. And I was gonna send it to my piano teacher. And then my brother comes on in the background and starts like doing Fortnite dances on the stairs. I can play you the audio of it. I think I still have that post somewhere. Ah, Hime bro. He passed because of his dances. I'm pretty sure that he's the reason why I got shit grade, but Zoomer moment. My brother. He's a special little lad, not gonna lie. He is. We have enough cringe for now? Never. I need you guys to understand just how much of a fucking loser this kid is, okay? And it's probably, you know, inherited. We're all losers in this family, not gonna lie. We really are. You seen his post? You seen his post? Where does he post? On YouTube? What? Did this motherfucker dox himself or something? On his... Oh, chat messages. Yeah, he really is something. That's all I can say. He really is something. He is a brother of all time. He sounds cooler than me, low-key. He's gonna want to hear that. I'm gonna tell him that. Man, I wish I could go through some of the posts on my old social media with you guys, because some of these are so fucking funny. I was so funny in high school and middle school. God damn. But alas, I am confined to the restraints of my 2D persona. What do you mean was? Funny or cringe? Both. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of fucking funny back then. I had this 3D printing project where I made a Kirby with legs, like Kirby with human legs. That's pretty funny. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Kirby with human legs. I'm not sure if I... Not with feet, with legs, like from the thigh. It starts from the thigh. It was my first time making a 3D model. So I was just downloading assets from the internet. Were they in fishnets? No, the fishnets were a bit too hard to model for me, but I was just downloading assets from the internet and piecing them together and making whatever that was. Himefig merch? Bro, I wish. Oh my god, right! The official vtuber account liked my photo. That's one of the proudest moments of my entire life, not gonna lie. Okay, but enough about my cringe. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Next. While Sheena was on vacation, I couldn't stop posting and talking about missing Sheena. I talked about Sheena so much that the I, like, the letter I key on my keyboard broke and came off from pressing I every time I wrote Sheena because it's spelled SHIINA. For 3 days, I used a little nub thing under the key to type because I am too cheap to buy a new keyboard. Gotta save for Sheena Supas. Then I realized finally I could just pop up any other key and stick on the 𝐼𝐼𝐼𝐼, which is the most important key because there's 2 I's in every Sheena. I'm a dumb cookie and I need to go back in the oven. I think you're talking about the keycap breaking, and then instead of like putting another keycap on, you just press the switch directly. Yes, congratulations. You have discovered replacing your keycaps. Honestly, this is how I imagine every Beetle behind the scenes. I once tried skipping arts and crafts classwork by saying I was helping out others when it was mandatory for everyone to do their own work. I don't see how that's a pawn. Oh wait. Okay. You know, giving your teacher excuses doesn't always work out. It do be like that. Unironically, cannot type him anymore because my hands auto-corrected me. That's because I'm that guy. I'm him. I'm literally him. I'm Himi Neutron. I'm him Kardashian. That's me. I'm him. I'm literally him. I'm that guy. Hime love. So real. Blind date. Sat at the back of a restaurant in the corner. Table next to me had 2 people, younger teen boy and his dad. Get a text from the person I'm meeting that they just arrived and just parked. 30 seconds later, a woman walks into the restaurant and waves towards the back. She seems excited. I wave back. Turns out she was waving at the people in the table next to mine. Shortly after my date arrives, I have to sit close to this woman that I waved to for 35 minutes before they finally leave. Very common L, very common L. Sometimes in VC, when like we're having meetings and then someone asks a question directed to another member, my stupid ass brain doesn't register that they're like talking to another person and not necessarily to me, because like unfortunately I found out after coming to this world that not everything is about me, so I ended up responding anyways, and they're like, oh no, not you, or they just don't even acknowledge me until they start until the other person starts talking, and then I'm like, wait, okay, let's see. I'm sorry. It's just so hard. It's so hard for me to comprehend that in this world, not everything is about me. Wife's tear from eye. I almost drove into oncoming traffic because I turned one lane too early at a left turn light. This is again why I am afraid of driving and why I would rather just hire a chauffeur to drive me around. You know, why wouldn't... Actually, no. I would drive into oncoming traffic on purpose. That sounds like a fun team bonding activity to do. Yeah, it sounds fun. Okay. Oh, this one's signed. This one's signed by our favorite harlot, Doorstop. Around 2 months after I got my license, so around mid-December, I was driving to pick up my younger sister from a friend's house and thought it'd be a good idea to swing by the bank on the way back. It was not. There were around 6 inches of snow on the ground, the bank parking lot was imploded, all around a mess. I pulled up to the ATM, put the car in park, deposited my check and some extra cash I had on me, put the car back in the drive and tried to drive it away. Didn't even make it 5 feet before getting stuck in the snowbank. The people behind us got out of the car and helped push the car forward out of the snowbank, only for it to get caught on another one 15 feet away. As it turned out, it wasn't actually us getting caught in snowbanks, but the fact that I had engaged the parking brake at the ATM and never disengaged it. We left the parking lot, went to drive home, decided to take the shortest route, got genuinely stuck on the hill, and had a truck of 4 super buff dudes pull up to help us. And they pushed the car up the hill enough to where we got traction and were able to make it home. Moral of the story, always check whether your parking brake is engaged, and when all else fails, pray to the buff men in your area. Trademark. Definitely not Doorstop, Himeshai. Buff men in your area. Peace. How buff? Probably like the fucking Dragix from yesterday's Ring Fit, bro. Doorstop praying for buff men to pick him up. Yeah, why are you as a man so excited to see 4 buff men? Seems a little fruity to me, not gonna lie. I think I know what you are. Was Doorstop in a skirt? Explains the buffman. Saw that picture of Doorstop in a skirt. from when you guys lost and had to do the butts. You never played ground. Okay, that's 3 buff men. That is 3. You know, I showed that to Tenma and she was like, okay, I will play your mobile game now. Alright. I have never understood if GDH stands for Good Day Hime or Good Delivery Hime. It can stand for anything your heart so desires. Good day, Hime. Good delivery, Hime. God damn it, Hime. See, that's the versatility of this phrase. It can mean virtually anything you want it to be. Great dis, Hime. Good dumpy, Hime. Good dick, Hime. Nice cock. Nice cock, Jason. Jason, nice cock. Okay, next. Once a year, due to daylight savings, I set my alarm clock for it an additional 2 times due to waking up in the middle of the night and being worried I miss work. Got to work 2 hours early without realizing it. Building wouldn't let me in because my access card wasn't timed for that hour. Had to walk back to the car and not fall asleep till the shift started. Oh, did I mention it was snowing and I had to park like 10 blocks away? Yay for snow lanes! This is why I firmly believe daylight saving time should be abolished. Didn't they pass that law like just earlier last year or something that they were going to abolish it? What happened to that? Is that not happening anymore? Yeah, I thought they did. Why? They tried. It's just annoying for the rest of the world as well, because especially for us, like we have like meetings at a certain time, right? Or like I have streams scheduled for a certain time. And now that like you guys went back or forward, I don't even know. Like before I could still wake up at noon and be like, okay, yeah, I've got time before stream, because stream would be like 3 PM for me. Like 3 PM would be around like PST 8 PM PST for me. So that was like the perfect time for me to stream. But no! Now I have to stream at 1 PM Australian time. So I have to actually wake up and be functional by noon. Like, that's fucked up! That is fucked up! Man. This is what give you guys headaches. America already gives the world enough of a headache. When will it stop? It annoys everyone, so we decide to keep it. You guys are just doing your best to piss us all off, aren't you? You know, waking up before noon? Real? And I don't want to change my time slot either, because I've solidified, like I've been doing this for pretty much the entire time now. I finally settled into a time slot that I'm comfortable in and that my fans are comfortable watching me in. I don't wanna change that, bro. Also, membership welcome, Rob Soup. I fucking love soup! I love soup so much. If there's one food I could eat for the rest of my life, it would be soup. Okay, anyways. So dinner was ready and I was in a rush. And I was in so much of a hurry that I stubbed my big toe on the back of my other heel so hard that the nail split down the middle. Ow! Wait, you stubbed your toe on the back of your heel and it split? What is your heel made out of? Vibranium? What the fuck? I would understand if you said, like, if you stubbed it on the stairs or something, but... What do you got on your heels, bro? Another one. One day, much like any other day, I was tasked with opening a can of tuna. A can of tuna! Tuna! For my 10 cats. Yes, I own 10 cats. Wish that were me, not gonna lie. But my hand slipped and I ended up cutting my finger. It bled a lot, but it wasn't anything too severe, really. After that, I became much more careful when opening tuna cans for my cats. Or so I thought, until I cut my finger again literally a week later. This time getting stitches for the ordeal. That happened to me actually around this time last year. I remember I was like grinding for my finals. I was grinding for my project, trying to make my models and shit. And I almost cut an entire chunk of my index finger clean off. Like it was, I think I had to use one of those X-Acto knives to like cut out a whiteboard so I could use it as a base for my model. And I was kind of sleep deprived. This shit was due at 10 AM. and it was already 8 a.m. I was on thin ice, okay? So I wasn't really looking properly. My finger was in the way, and I almost sliced it clean off. It was hanging on by like one singular skin flap. Like it almost took off like half of my nail, and then like the chunk. Okay, let me try to visualize this for you. MS Paint, my beloved. Okay, do I see this? Do I see this? So this is my hand. You can see my middle finger is very big because that's the most important thing. Actually, no. I should make it so that it's easier to visualize. So this was me working on my project, holding the sheet of whatever, and me with the X-Acto knife trying to cut like I was trying to cut like this. This is the X-Acto knife. You know, one of those switchblades. Yeah, that's what you call them. So I didn't realize my finger was still here, and I basically removed almost all of that. Like this entire part. Like it was like half of the fingernail and then the skin underneath it, like the flesh underneath it too. And then when I went to the clinic, they literally just bandaged it up really tight. So I had like a massive like foam finger looking at. Yeah, it was hanging. It was like hanging off the edge of like How do I draw this? It was like that. And then when I got to the clinic, yeah, do you remember this, Sheena? It was like around last year when we were still preparing for debut, and I pulled up. I was like, I almost cut half my finger off. Did you experience? Okay, and then like they just bandaged it. They bandaged it, and then they wrapped it really tight and told me not to take it off. And like 2-3 weeks later, I take off the bandage. I go back to the clinic. We take off the bandage, and it just like stuck back together. It just stuck itself back together. I was like, what the fuck? That is actually really cool, but also, what the fuck? Also, yeah, earlier we had a submission where one of your cookies broke their letter I key because they kept talking about missing Sheena, and every time they wrote your name Sheena, they had to type double I. So they broke their I keycap and had to go. They were just typing on the switch. They were just typing like on the bare switch until they realized they could just put another keycap on. Oh, cookies. I remember when my I think it was my R key, when I spilled vodka on my keyboard and my R key broke, I just like copied and pasted it. And then I got a new keyboard. Typing onto the nub is so intimate. Peace. Oh, peace. Okay, next. When I was 5 years old, I was on the highest slide on the playground during recess. I started to go down it, and suddenly I had the brilliant idea that I should just launch myself off the top of the slide. So of course, I acted on that intrusive thought, did a barrel roll off the top of the slide, and landed directly on my back after falling about 5 or 6 feet. It knocked the wind on me. It knocked the wind out of me, and I almost passed out because I couldn't breathe. Not gonna lie, I've had a similar experience, but it was back when I was still playing rugby as a kid. I think I was like 11. We were playing rugby, and you know, when you start the game, you're supposed to kick the ball, right? And if the rugby ball rolls away, you are legally allowed to pick it up and do another, like, starting. You can do a kick again. You can do a starting kick again. So in the middle of the match, that happened. The ball rolled out. I ran after it to get it, and I was bending down to pick it up when some kid came up from he came out from nowhere and like just like full force tried to kick the ball, but he missed and kicked me in the guts instead. I was winded. This was the first time. Yeah, he literally punted me in the diaphragm. I was winded. This was the first time I had ever like experienced the feeling of being winded, so I literally couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying. And then my mom was like watching and like laughing from the sides. I was just lying there for like a solid 10 minutes, staring at the sky. Bro, that hurt. And my mom was like, I have a picture of it. My mom took a picture of me lying on the grass. First Rona experience. Okay. Oh, this one is quite a long one. Let me preface this by saying that I'm a very thrifty person, even as far as grade school. If there is a way to save money, I will do that just for the sake of. I also want to note that my object permanence sucks. I see. Psychologist strokes chin. I see why you're watching me. I also want to note that my object permanence sucks. I would try to look for something and not find it, even if it was staring back at me. Anyways, some few years ago, there was this science project that we were working on, and it was about soap. Sometime later, we found out that we had lost one of our ingredients and couldn't finish the project. My stupid ass volunteered to go to the local market, which was a 10-minute ride, to buy some. So I got the thing and was heading home, but for some ungodly reason, I thought, hey, I know what path the vehicle took. Might as well walk the way back and save a good amount of money. Needless to say, I got lost. It took me 3 hours to get back, and by the time I did get back, they were done with the project. It turns out the missing ingredient was in the cabinet. I had checked multiple times and somehow not found. Basically put, I had to shoulder the cost of the thing, so I ended up not saving money at all while spending a good chunk of the afternoon finding my way back. I was in high school when this happened, so I was around 14, 15 at the time. I'd like to think that I'm much smarter than I was now I'm much smarter now than I was then. Clearly not, because here you are. But seeing that I've misplaced a few things while writing this and currently looking for said lost items, I guess some things do never change. Thank you for sharing your life story. The writings... This is not me, okay? First of all, I would not volunteer to go run errands. Me, I am lazy as shit. I would make my servants do it for me, bro. But also, hey everyone, how's your object permanence going? How are you guys doing with dealing with grief and loss? Pretty good? Pretty good? Hey, it's an Irish stream. No, it is not! It is anything but. Think you need another CBT session? I was contacted by the board of psychology shortly after that stream and sent a cease and desist to stop impersonating medical personnel. So unfortunately, I will not be doing any more CBT streams. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. All right. So this is not of me, but my cousin. But I was there. Okay, sure. Yeah, not you. But I was there to see it firsthand, so I share in his pain. My 2 cousins and I went to go eat at a restaurant. The waiter sat us down and asked us what we like to order. Like, first of all, we just sat down, bro. Chill. And second of all, it's our first time here, so it's not like we know what's on the menu. But of course, I didn't say that because I have social anxiety. So instead, I asked for a bit more time and for a glass of water while we peruse the menu. A few minutes go by and the waiter comes back and asks for our orders. We each place our order and the waiter leaves. We all get our food within 15 minutes or so. As the waiter places the last order on our table, he says, "Enjoy your meal." Out of habit, my cousin says, "You too." To this day, I still make sure to remind his goofy ass every time we go out to eat like an annoying uncle who tells the same unfunny joke at every family gathering. Good to know you are self-aware. Like, no one cares about your high school stories, Uncle David. Like, I know you peaked in high school and are desperately trying to recapture your youth, but you got the saddest 3 strands of hair in your head. It's time to wake up! Yeah, anyways, you bet I laughed at my cousin's face when he accidentally said that to the waiter. Do you have, like... Is there some unresolved family tension going on here that I need to know about? Because... Like... You did not have to pop off like that. Good God. You're attacking kill.
I miss Himemiya.
And the last one to wrap things up. Actually, there are 3, but they're all in the same. They're all in the same theme. So I'm just gonna read the last one. Yeah. Ooh, machine gun. Yeah, final one. So I'm at the psych ward, right? It's a nice, bright, sunny day, and I get this urge, you know, sometimes nature calls and you just gotta go. But the bathroom is just so far and so disgusting, and there's this perfectly manicured courtyard garden right in front of me. Well, of course I'm gonna go in the courtyard. So there I am, squatting in some bushes, just pull my pants down, and there's this knock I hear. I look around, and there's this bitch in the room staring at me. Confused, I ask her, "What?" And she screams back, "What the fuck are you doing?" Although it's obvious, so I tell her, "Oh, you just wanted to take a shit in the courtyard. Fuck off!" And this girl looks like she's having a mental breakdown. No fucking wonder she got thrown in this dump. Anyways, I wiped off with some tulips and went back inside. Have we met before? I feel like I might know you from somewhere. Not gonna lie, I feel like this person, our fates are intertwined. We're connected by the red string of fate. Our destinies. And then the other two ones are just someone took the time to recount my El Bozo story and my being chased by a chicken story. Wait, maybe I should do the chicken story with the song. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. All right, let's go. One thing about me is that last year I was staying with my family and we're out in the middle of nowhere. It's a cold, frigid farm in the dead of winter out in the boonies. More of a ranch, really. Mainly focused on raising horses and livestock. All sorts of animals. Yeah, so my family asked me to go outside and take the trash. Have a look around, you know, just get out of the house. Alright, I'm no deadbeat, so I do that. Then I see there's these woods right next to the house, and I figure, let's go and take a peek. And then out of fucking nowhere, coming out of the bushes, is the biggest fucking cock I've ever seen in my life. Like, not even kidding, this is the biggest chicken I've ever seen in my life. I thought it was one of my family's chickens that had escaped, so I go over and try to pick it up. right? Well, it turns around and stares me in the eyes and lets out the most unnerving and then it started running full speed at me. So fuck that. I turned and booked it out of there. That cock almost killed me, bros. And with that being said, I'm ending the stream. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. I wonder who's streaming in PhaseConnect. Oh, hey, look! It's 𝐒𝐴𝐚 She's in the bathtub. Oh, let's send you guys over to her. Once again, thanks for coming to my stream. It was really cool to read some of your funny stories. And now I have 2 new toggles I can use whenever someone does something really fucking dumb, like this. You! Once again, thanks. I'll see you next time. Put out my schedule on Twitter in a second, but just a warning, I won't be streaming too often because I am being butt-fucked by finals. Thank you, Super Chat.
This was fun.
Thank you for the Super Chat. Let's go. Okay, bye.